Hi everybody, drafting on Cockatrice today. I am recording my drafts and games just to see if I can get a little bit better insight into what I'm doing wrong. I'm not a very good drafter, and I'm trying to see if I can review some of my games and see what I'm doing wrong. If I do post it, hopefully some of you can give me some insight as well. If I do post this and you do make any comments, I do ask that you please be politely constructive. I'm sure to do some completely idiotic things, but again, I'm doing this in the hopes of getting better. So, looks like we've got 8 here. This is a Favorite Forged Cons draft. I'm going to just draft whatever's open. I feel that's the best policy in any case. But one of the things I've noticed about this format, and I've drafted it probably 20 times now, is that it seems like this format is set up for big splashy bomb rares, or it seems like the long game is what generally beats me the most. So I'm going to try and draft something that's got a lot of good blockers and is set up for the long game, if it's there. We've got a Typhoid Rat too, which I really like. This Salteye Skullkeeper is not bad either, but it's certainly not a first pick. Lotus Pathogen and Bathe in Dragonfire are both excellent cards. Teamer Sabertooth is as well. Heel Cutter's nice. But Dragon Scale General, I mean, I don't know if you can go wrong with this guy. As long as you're attacking, I suppose. It's the only white card in this pack. I'll take Dragon Scale General, see if I can set up something around him. Wild Slash is a good pick. Even Surveyor, a fine pick. Doesn't pair too well. Reach of Shadows, nice hard removal. Don't think you can get much better than that. There's Typhoid Rat's a great blocker late as well. Hooded Assassin I found to be just a serviceable guard. A 2/3 for 3 is what it's going to be 90% of the time. I've been hurt by channel harm, but a 6-drop instant, I don't really think so. Goblin Heel Cutter's not a bad pick for this pack, but maybe Typhoid Rats. If we're looking to go long, black is a color we probably want to be in. And we've already got one of the best pieces of removal. Sorry, I have to keep switching back and forth here to see what people are saying. Looks like everybody's picking. Pressure Point, a nice combat trick. Dousing Gloom, I mean, we're going to take the removal if we can get it. There's another Dousing Gloom. Good blocker here, but for 5 mana, I just feel like there's a lot better, and I'd rather just take some morph killers. Salteye Emissary is a nice blocker. It's a good blocker early. Seriously, a 3rd Dousing Gloom? I mean, sure. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I think these are clone packs, actually, and just no one's taking Dousing Gloom. White doesn't seem to be getting here. Very good white anyway. Lotus Pathogen is a good blue. I probably don't need 4 Dousing Glooms. Although, you never know. Do I take soul summons? I mean, I don't know. Hooded Assassin is a nice, good early blocker in black. We're clearly in black now. Reach of Shadows and Dousing Gloom sort of sent us on that path. I'm not opposed to staying in white, but I might have to end up giving up this Dragon Scale General. Blue, if it's open, I'd like to go into that. You know, if there's some nice Abzan cards, though, I might consider splashing white and just seeing what I can do with that, even if it is late. Another Typhoid Rats. That's about the only thing worthwhile in this pack. Not a fan of these rune marks, but we'll take one in case we get into Abzan. I've drafted this card many times and never found that it's made the cut. Mardu Scout I'm talking about. I'm just going to cut those right now. It's not going to make the cut. Probably neither of these. Probably not you. At this point we're base black, which is strange, but... Now we did pick up some green cards, and Archer's Parapet is that blocker I was talking about, and a great one. Suspension Field in white. We've got this Butcher the Horde, but I just don't see us getting into Mardu. Swarm of Bloodflies is a great card. Smite the Monstrous would be a great white splash. Like I said, I don't see us getting into red. It's just we're so heavy black, I wonder, do we take the Swarm of Bloodflies here? Try and move into Mardu with Butcher of the Horde. It's the best card in this pack, but then again, I mean, Suspension Field, Smite the Monstrous, Swarm of Bloodflies. I've got a ton of removal in the form of Dousing Glooms. Reach of Shadows is awesome. Typhoid Rat can take out things late. I think I can afford to pass up a Suspension Field or a Smite the Monstrous. I mean, this Archer's Parapet calls to me, even though I think I should be taking the Swarm of Bloodflies. Because we don't have anything in green, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Actually, yeah, we're not really in green. Let's take the Swarm of Bloodflies. Well, there's a kill shot we could splash. Feet of Resistance would be great. Aenic Bondkin, but I think I'd rather take a card that's splashable in white, because I don't really know. I mean, then again, Dragon Scale General is something we want to fire off early, and I'm not... It's tough to take a kill shot or a Feat of Resistance. Or I'm sure it's tough to take an Aenic Bondkin over one of these. So I'm going to take the kill shot. I need to start picking. Ruthless Ripper. Probably the card here. Another kill shot. Sure, another kill shot. Black and white, we could use that. Bit of Revelation, really the only card for us. Sultan Scavenger, a great black card. Probably take that. Black and white with nothing else really for us here, so that's good news. This is just a terrible pack for us. Not really anything here that I care about. Well, kind of have to go all in black at this point. With all the morph killers and removal we have, that 3 toughness might not be so bad. Probably can get rid of blue. We're probably just black and white, not anything near black-white warriors, but that's where we find ourselves. Nothing really here for us. Did I take that? I did not take the Archer's Parapet. Yeah, doesn't really matter. Take somebody's Arrow Storm. Barrage not getting played. Probably not going to play the Rune Mark. Definitely won't play that. Don't play that. Won't play that. Probably won't play this, but I'll leave it there anyway. Okay, so we got a black and white land. Watcher of the Roost is something that would put us in black and white for sure, but well, I mean, we're already there, but I mean, I hate first picking Salt Road Patrol, but like I said, I want to go with some heavy D, and I don't like Watcher of the Roost just doesn't get us there. This can clog up the ground. And there's one right there if I wanted it. So I'll take it. Savage Knuckleblade, somebody's going to be happy. Could we splash red? Arrow Storm, Barrage of Boulders. Splash red for a burn away. Or just take the Shambling Attendants, I don't know. It is a blocker. There's an Abzan guide. Mardu Horde Chief, that'd be a good pick for us. Kind of wish we'd gone into Abzan, but now seeing all these nice green cards passing us by. Alabaster Kirin's a nice white card though. Another blocker with Salt Road Patrol. Another piece of removal. I mean, I could just go with, you know, super removal. I think I have enough though, and I might, you know, these. How much removal do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is a lot. Nothing really here for us. Unyielding Krumar might be a decent card for us, especially since there's nothing else here. Sibsig Host probably not going to make the cut. Nor is probably Dazzling Ramparts. Smite the Monstrous probably won't make it either. Big white blocker right there and a 3-drop 2. So we know that's not going to make it. Dutiful Return won't make it. Sidisi's Pet probably won't make it. Smite the Monstrous probably won't. Dazzling Ramparts. That leaves us what? 24? Sort these by CMC. We've got a ton of early drops. Creature-wise, though, we're not really set up very well. Hooded Assassin, Mardu Horde Chief, Watcher of the Roost. Other 3-drops would include Krumar Bondkin and Sage Eye Harrier. So we're not really attacking a lot. We've got something in the air with Watcher of the Roost, Alabaster Cairn, Swarm of Bloodflies, and Sultai Scavenger. So that's our win condition is probably just flying in the air. Killing whatever gets in the air, gumming up the ground with Death Touch and Salt Road Patrol, and probably even Krumar Bondkin, and dousing in gloom everything else we can. Sorry, I'm trying to help somebody new on here as well. So we're just strictly black and white. I mean, there's no splash here at all. I'm not going to bother splashing red for anything that I have. Splashing green for Become Immense. You know, I mean, do I splash green for Become Immense? I don't think so. I think this is just a black and white deck. So, is this an 18 land? Yeah, probably because of the Outlast. So just, that's 18 lands. Gotta get rid of one card. What's our non-creature count look like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is fine. I don't want to get rid of a 3-drop. We've got tons of Death Touch anyway, so probably Shambling Attendants. Nothing new for old Shambles. Sorry, looking for my point here. There it is. Tons of removal. That's good news. Turn 1 Swarm, turn 5 Swarm of Bloodflies. I just think that I have to mulligan that. Not much better, but I don't think I'm going to get very good draws with this deck. Horde Chief is pretty much always just going to end up being a 2-3 for 3. I don't think I'm ever going to get the value out of him that I need to, or that I want to. Our turn 2 play from this guy is not what I want to see. Thing is, if he plays a Morph on turn 3, I have to play my Horde Chief. That does give me a turn to kill it with Dousing Gloom. Could also kill the Manifest creature. So turn 4, we're looking to Dousing Gloom on the Manifest creature or a possible Morph. And then hitting a Sultai Scavenger the turn after. Well... Oh, okay. Pretty far behind now, so... Turns up a Frostwalker, huh? Wow. That's actually the first card I've seen manifested. I've probably done 20 matches of this format, and that's the first card I've ever seen actually flipped. Well, hoping to just draw tons of that removal. I mean, I'd like to stay back and block here, but he's got tons of non-creature spells. I'd like to get a blocker. Well, I mean... Oops, we can't take the chance of that getting blown out, because we just have nothing else. There's a blocker. And I'm just going to hard cast it. I mean, I know that's a crappy thing to do, but I just need a big blocker. He's got the freedom now, though, to just run in with it and cast a spell. Get huge value from whichever one it's not being blocked. Funnily enough, this Dousing Gloom hits so many creatures and is Morph's worst nightmare, but it's doing no good against his little Jeskai students. Luckily, he's not putting too much pressure on me until this 5-drop hits the table, of course. He's setting me up big time here, but nothing I can do about it. Six-drop, huh? Yep. Well, I mean, I can block it. That's good news, I suppose. But can't attack into it. However, I could kill it. I could basically sacrifice the Sultai Scavenger, because the only other removal that is going to get this in my deck is going to be the... I got a few. Krumar is up with first strike mana, so that's helping me a little bit. He's flying, isn't he? Yeah. Well, here's what we'll do. Block here, and block here, and then whatever spell he casts to kill my Sage Eye Harrier, we can respond with Dousing Gloom. Oh no, that was stupid. That's not going to do any good. Double strike. Okay, so he dies. I take 4. Oh yeah, 5. My only realistic play now is block the Riverwheel Aerialist and hit it with a Dousing Gloom, but any spell wins in the game. Well, there it is. Don't really know what else I can side in against him. I mean, Dazzling Ramparts is actually a good creature against him, I think. The Rune Mark's not going to do me any good. Although 2/2 and Vigilance isn't bad if I have a black creature. Smite the Monstrous, another kill spell. I don't take out a Dousing Gloom for a Smite the Monstrous, or take out a Dousing Gloom for what creatures do I have that aren't very good against him? I don't really want to get rid of any of these creatures. Take out a Dousing Gloom for Smite the Monsters. I don't know, should I put in... I just don't... The Dazzling Ramparts, I mean... I can't realistically put that in. I don't think. Well... Like I said, not a lot of good opening draws for this deck. See, this card, now that I'm reading it, isn't very good for this deck anyway, because I'm not going to have a lot of attacks. You know, I need to have tapped creatures, which means I want attacking creatures, which is not something this deck is particularly good at. I mean, at best case scenario, I'm going to be bolstering one once or twice. I mean, I don't know. This is really a black and white Warriors card, and I'm not a black and white Warriors deck. And that's going to hurt. Thing is, I don't want to be wasting a kill shot on his stupid Frostwalker, but I don't have anything else. I mean, like a Dousing Gloom or whatever. Do I trade these? I don't know. Got Assault Road Patrol coming up. I'll just trade it. Let's do Assault Road Patrol first. Oh, I can tap, I can Outlast him, he'll be tapped. So that'll be good for the long game. Dragon Scale General next, and then if I get an attack in, which I doubt, but, well, we'll see. I could do attack. I wonder if I just Outlast this. can't. Okay. Ah, that was stupid. That was totally stupid because now I've got a 2/2 death touch. He's going to be a giant one if they don't get him off the battlefield. And I get to choose this time. So I'm going to put 3 counters on him. Oh yeah, and I can't. You're right. I'm sorry. How do I remove counter? There we go. I'm sorry. I thought he was a 3/3 for some reason. Well, 6/6 death touch ain't bad, I guess. Whoops, he's a 2/3. Hey, how about that? There's a target for Dousing Gloom. Suppose we should have done that on the end step, but those are the kinds of mistakes. The ante can't bolster it or anything. That's cool. Well, that was a very special circumstance for this game. I don't expect to be doing a lot of attacking like that again. Bitter Revelation seems like a good card. Do we just roll with a ton of removal? I mean, he doesn't seem to have a lot either, though. So maybe one of these rune marks might not be a bad idea. 2/2 and Vigilance on something could be a big deal. What would I take out? Probably one of the kill shots. Let's take a kill shot out and put a rune mark in. Not too happy about that, but Well, we've got an opening hand here. On the draw. Turn 1 Typhoid Rats, shall we? You know, maybe Typhoid Rats isn't a turn 1 play. But I'll throw it into that Jeskai student. Or just keep it back to block. Let's keep it back to block. Turn 3 Assassin, turn 4 Bonkin, turn 5 Flip, or no, maybe we do Ruthless Ripper. Well, there's a Watcher of the Roost as well. How about Ruthless Ripper? Reveal the Assassin. If he blocks it, let's get this Bondkin out here because there's a decent chance that we'll be able to bash with him next turn. Yeah. If I get a land, I bash with Bondkin and flip it, and if I don't, we could Watcher of the Roost, but I don't have any way to flip it. Okay, so that's his turn. Yeah, we're gonna bash with Bondkin here. Well, if I get a land, I should say that. If I don't, I'm gonna Douse and Gloom it. The other option is, yeah, the other option would be Hooded Assassin, but I think I want to Douse and Gloom that. He doesn't seem to have very many creatures. So there's our land. He could have Force Away. So now we're looking at dousing and glue. Oh, okay. Interesting. Probably gonna go Sultai Scavenger then. Oh, nope. Cancel that. I don't know how much good this Hooded Assassin is doing me. Now, I do have a white card to flip Watcher of the Roost, so I'm going to do Watcher of the Roost next turn. Hopefully getting a land here, because I can Douse and Gloom and Watcher of the Roost. No. It's a 3, I could pretty much swing right through that. That might be his... Yeah, let's Douse and Gloom this. Cancel it or distort, counterspell it in some way? At this point, I can just keep running this Typhoid Rats in turn after turn and put him on a 5-turn clock if he doesn't want to block it and lose a creature, if he's got something that can withstand a Bondkin. Oh, well, that would do it. Boy, that's all he's got, huh? Well, I wish that he would make a token of that. Oh, Smite the Monstrous. Power 4 or greater. Well, that's for the win, I guess. Unless he's got Feat of Resistance. And he may. Okay, interesting match there. You know, I'm really... It's interesting because that's one of the least... that's one of a deck I've played. Most of the decks I've played have put on much more pressure than that deck. He had very few creatures, so I don't feel like it was a good representation of what I've been playing on against this format. I don't feel like my deck was anything great. I feel like some of the strong points were all of the removal that it had, but any kind of Teamer deck or Abzan deck or just any kind of like a Mardu deck, anything that puts out pressure and continually applies pressure throughout the game, that deck would not really. I don't think that deck would have been well suited to. I thought I played pretty well. You know, I'd like to hear some comments, constructive comments about my draft and about the gameplay. So I'd appreciate any feedback you can give me, and thanks for watching.